My name is Jim Rupe with Monrovia Growers. The tissue culture lab and the propagation, that's a small part of our operation really, but it's more like 700 acres of getting down, farming, getting dirty, and pruning plants and fertilizing and making them grow. That's what all of us growers do. Just a quick history of Monrovia. We started in 1926 in the town of Monrovia in Southern California. We're actually the first company to put plants in containers. Before that, most everything was grown in the ground, dug up, B&B, ball and burlap. So we started putting plants in metal containers back then and shipping them across country on rail cars. Since then, we've grown from up to 4 nurseries now, 2 on the West Coast. Both are about 700 acres each, and then 2 on the East Coast. Everything that Ken gets here comes from our West Coast locations. Up in Oregon, the Willamette Valley, we get a lot of material, which is great for this climate. And in Visalia, California, in the Central Valley, a lot of product comes too, where we grow a combination of tropicals and cold hardy plants that we ship to mountain areas and to the Midwest and across the whole country, and even up into Canada.
Crazy cool.
Yeah, last year we started with, this is Lavender Javelin. Although last year I kept calling it Lavandula Javelina, just I guess because I live in Prescott.
Yeah, pronounce the J.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Javelin series lavender. And last year we did the dark purple one, which was a great success, big hit. This year we introduced the white one, which I love this one because it's got this purple blue, and then it has the white flower on the top, which is just a great two-tone to it. And being white, it's great for a moonlight garden.
Is that a seed? Are those seed? What is that?
They will eventually, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I love white flowers or plants with silvery foliage because they're great for what I call moonlight gardens. Great container plants in your patio because they really kind of reflect off the moonlight, your lights on your porch or patio, etc., and they really show off the plant more, even in the nighttime.
What you see is what you get. Grows maybe knee-high, ball shaped, grows great in containers. I've grown this one in a container. I think this year I'm going to grow this one because it's so cool. I think we do a lot of entertaining in our backyard, and so we have a lot of container gardens, grills back there, the hot tubs back there. This would look beautiful day or night. So I think it's going to be a real stunning, some down lighting. This one's going to like glow almost.
And then we have another one that's part of the same series called Rose, which there's some back there. It has more of a pink rose color. So it's a pretty long bloomer. It'll start in early spring and go generally almost about 3 months, wouldn't you say, Ken?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. If we have a fertilizer, I don't have it up here, called Flower Power. So look, it's a water soluble thing you mix in a watering can. You give it that a couple times a month. It's amazing how long it will bloom and how many flowers you get coming up out of it. It's amazing.
Okay, this is a new Petunia. I know, Petunia, you're saying what's new about Petunia.
This is exciting.
The color on that, that's not boring.
It's cool. Yeah, it's really interesting.
This one here is what's new about it or unique about it compared to the regular Petunia that's been around for 50 years. This is a much more compact grower. That doesn't mean it's smaller. This can still get up to 10 feet to make a great screen or hedge, but it's much fuller and compact in its growth habit. The nodes are much closer together. It's a much fuller looking plant without pruning needed. Now, if you want to keep it to 3 foot, Petunia does very well being pruned.
Especially this model would do really well.
And this has a little bit smaller leaf to it also, so that makes for better pruning on it if you do need to keep it smaller, etc. But yeah, just in this time of year, just great, awesome red color to the foliage, which is just unbelievable.
Red Dynamo.
Thank you, the name.
Red Dynamo. We're going to try to ship folks over. I mean, we sell the bigger one. The other one's got a great big leaf. It kind of gets a little gangly sometimes. Needs to be cut on all the time. This one I think will need to be cut less,
right,
to keep looking good. And so we're always trying to sell the preferred or better, more intro stuff, things that perform better. This is one we'll definitely have in stock for the Petunia folks.
Yep.
Bring the plants.
Sorry.
This looks like South Carolina to me.
It's a little early to have hydrangeas blooming, so I gotta got these beautiful posters here. Anyways, we have a series of hydrangeas that just started coming out last year and more production this year. It's called the Seaside Serenade series, and they come in many different colors. I really love this one, the Fireside multicolor. The Newport, which is a purple, I've never seen a purple.
Very cool.
Very cool color, the purple.
can't wait.
And of course the blue. What's great about these is they're not a very tall hydrangea. They're maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall and wide, so they're a smaller hydrangea. But most important for us here up in the high country in the mountains, and that's all we're going to now, is hydrangeas that are cold climate hydrangeas. The other hydrangeas in the past, Nico Blue and etc., they lived, but they would die down to the ground. The wood on them is kind of tender, and if it gets really cold, single digits, the wood would usually die. And those plants bloomed on previous year's wood. So if that wood died, plant comes up, but you're not getting any hydrangeas for spring. Very disappointing. But these they bloom on new wood. So if it's a cold enough winter where the stems die down, you got new growth comes up and it blooms on the new wood. Which also means you can, after they bloom, you can cut them back and you get more new growth, and it blooms on the second growth again. So they can have off and on blooms for the summer even. They are for shade here. They don't want a direct sun, and they can take some early morning sun, etc. But you know, especially if you live up to the pines and stuff, my neighbors have some, they do great, they love it, they do fantastic in the shade. And a tie-in sells for, you know, if you want to keep them blue, you need to add soil acidifier, which you carry.
Yep.
Otherwise, our soil kind of tends to keep them pink because it's more alkaline.
I can tell you, if you want to grow hydrangeas, I'm a flower guy. That's my thing. I love flowers. We've got 50 pots of flowers, raised beds of flowers, and I grow hydrangeas. I have seen this 2 years ago. I saw these plants. He teased us. The growers are going, "Oh, we got these in production. Do you like them?" I'm going, "Yeah, I want them now." Finally, 2 years later, we get them, so I'm so excited. These are some of the most exciting hydrangeas. I love this purple. I'm sure we won't be able to get enough. Double my order, just bring more. I want more.
We do have some.
So, this is just, you've never seen anything like this purple hydrangea. It's pretty wild. When is the first shipment you think we'll be able to harvest out of this?
We're probably talking the end of April, early May when they're in color.
Normal time?
Yeah. Okay. They started coming out last year. It's called the Grace and Grit series. It's a landscape rose. It comes in a red, a bicolor, a yellow, and a pink. These are landscape roses. They're not necessarily known for cutting roses, etc. But I don't even like to call them roses. I'd rather call it a landscape flowering shrub. That's really what they are. But they're an easy care. They get up to maybe 4 feet, no deadheading. They'll bloom, once they start in the spring, here they'll bloom all the way through summer into fall. No deadheading, no special pruning. If it starts to get too big, you just take your loppers and cut it how you want it. It's very, the landscape roses coming out now, they're just so easy to take care of. And very, very disease resistant as well. So
Aphid resistant too. I haven't found aphids on them.
Yeah, sometimes the very new buds, that's it, but then they're gone.
Easy to care for.
But these will be coming out, we're in color, we'll start bringing them in probably in April.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a great small 3-4 foot shrub, full sun.
All the latest, all the ones they're talking about in the garden magazines, that's what you see down there. We'll have 1,000 roses hit the last week in April. All of them will be in bloom at the same time. You'll know the roses arrived. You don't have to call us. You can just drive by and know, because the entire front parking lot will be nothing but roses in bloom. You'll have to wade through the fragrance to get here. We're kind of famous for roses, mainly because I'm a flower guy. I love roses, so I just have fun with that. And so this will be one of our core shrub rose series. This will be one of the main ones that we have.
It is the most spectacular thing when they get those roses in and there's full color, and it's just amazing. It's eye candy.
For the event. Talk about peonies, because your peonies are some of the best anywhere. It's amazing.
I just really wanted to, show these now, because if you're interested in peonies, and Ken has a great selection down there, this is a good time to get them rather than waiting till they bloom. Enjoy the full bloom on them now. They all come with this pretty picture tag, so you know what you're getting. But yeah, get them now. They're just coming out of dormancy, and that way you'll have the full benefit of the bloom when it starts blooming here, probably in another 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love peonies.
Spring.
Yeah, they're just
so just so you know, we have a lot of peony followers. Like people collect peonies like they do roses. So there's this demand for them. Do not wait. If you want to try a peony, get it now, because I will run out of varieties, guaranteed. I mean, just will run out. Oh, beautiful.
I know my time's up, but you asked
it
about
is.
new
Last
things.
one.
New
Okay.
things. All right.
That's good.
We have a fuchsia color coming out later this spring.
Cool.
So, in the
For the men in the group,
Yeah, it's
what
called-
color is fuchsia? Pink, yeah.
pinkish, purplish, or bluish. So yeah, salvia ignition, purple is the one we do now. Salvia ignition fuchsia is going to be coming out, and then we have a salvia ignition white. So all three of those will be out this spring.
Awesome.
So, but the purple is the new one.
When can we get this? When can we? Tell us when. I want to know when.
About 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah.
Cool. So by April, second week in April.
Mid-April. Yeah.
Every yard should have a salvia. Every yard. Animals don't eat this. It gets up about this tall. Super easy to maintain. Hummingbirds love it. I mean, it just has everything you want in a perennial shrub. It's kind of, I really classify this as a miniature shrub kind of thing. But it does this for such a long time. Just
And
amazing.
nothing eats it.
Nothing eats it. They should, but they don't. It looks. I want to eat this. They don't touch it.
I think it can.
It's a ranch dressing. Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate that. All right.